Welcome to Pax Britannica, the Scottish Revolution interview series introduction. Welcome to Pax Britannica. I'm your host, Samuel Hume. As I'm sure you've worked out from the title, this is a special episode to announce the start of the Scottish Revolution interview series. Over the last few weeks, I've spoken to several brilliant historians, specialists on the Scottish crisis, the Bishops' Wars, the Wars of the Three Kingdoms, the Commonwealth, and the Scottish Revolution, though as this series will show, that term is debated. Each week, an interview with a historian on their area of expertise will be published on the Pax Britannica feed, with the aim being to bring that particular aspect of the Scottish Revolution to listeners. This series grew out of a humble Twitter poll in the summer of 2020. That poll was only intended to get opinions for an episode title, but it sparked a debate whether there was such a thing as a Scottish Revolution during the reign of Charles I. The debate was fascinating, and it showed me how vibrant the field was. Fast forward to winter, and almost by accident, I'd invited several experts on the Scottish Revolution to be interviewed in the new year. I had the seeds of an interview series, and thanks to Wesley of the History of the Second World War podcast, I had an example of one in the form of his Spanish Civil War interview series. More invitations went out, and this project took form. I originally planned for this series to have a fixed number of participants over a set number of episodes. However, for everyone I interviewed, I found another 3 people I'd like to speak with. That, combined with scheduling difficulties, which is what I get for trying to organise something like this during the busiest time of the academic year, means that this interview series will instead be open-ended. Once the originally planned interviews are published, subsequent interviews will be posted as soon as they become available. With that in mind, anyone wanting to take part can reach me by email at podbritannica@gmail.com. I'm particularly eager to speak with PhD students, ECRs, and independent scholars. I'd like to produce other interview series in the future. I've had a lot of fun making this one, and I've enjoyed speaking with everyone who took part. The first interview will have been released alongside this introduction, an interview with Dr. Andrew Lind on Scottish royalism, and the motivations for and methods of opposition to the Covenanting regime. A full schedule of interviews can be found on social media, as well as on the website, paxbritannica.info. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy the series.
Hi, I'm Nathaniel Lloyd, host of Historical Blindness, a podcast about historical mysteries, misconceptions, and myths. Common custom tells us that dessert must wait until after dinner, but sometimes it just makes sense to have it first. You can't let your sundae melt just because society tells you to eat your meal first. The same is true of fun. We're told to wait until our work is done to enjoy ourselves, but sometimes that would mean letting your brain melt. You've done enough to enjoy a little restorative entertainment, and the mobile puzzle game Best Fiends is the equivalent of a cool treat that can serve as your just desserts anytime you feel you've earned it. This free-to-download game offers new levels and events every time you play. I'm only on level 144, but I enjoy discovering new challenges and seasons whenever I play, like the new Cheesy Mystery Challenge and the ongoing and appropriately titled Season of Leisure. On vacation? Check out Offline Play. You don't need much spare time to conquer a level, and it's always gratifying. You've earned your fun time. Now go to the App Store or Google Play to download Best Fiends for free, plus earn even more with $5 of in-game rewards when you reach level 5. That's friends without the R. Best Fiends.